Hey folks, it's the Red, getting back to Let's Play Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. It's the final part, and it's time to begin the final conflict. But before we get to that, I have one last errand that I forgot to take care of in the last part. We got 4 heart squids now, so it's time to make our final heart holder. So for one last time, we're going to be a terrible person, again. Congratulations, you've murdered the entire heart squid population to make yourself healthier. How do you feel? And so our max hearts are increased by 1, and just like that, we now have a 10 heart life bar. And to think, we started this game with just 2 hearts. Imagine going through the whole game with just that. Minimalists beware. Anyway, back to the Pirate Master's Palace. And we're back in no time flat. So, here we are. Time to go in and take out the Pirate Master himself. Well, you guards are about as helpful as I was expecting you to be. Not to worry, though. I'll take care of this, and you think suddenly look a little different? Normal? Not so normal. Yeah, I really like what you've done with the place, Pirate Master. Really, veiny. Whoops, I accidentally hit the backdash button. As if I needed another reason to hate the backdash. Yeesh. Yeah, I still don't find it particularly useful, but whoa well. Also, you can't get into the library at this point, you can only go straight up. Also, I'd like to take this time to point out a little lighting effect I never noticed before. But when you're right next to the fire, Shantae lights up. That's a really nice touch, and I like it. Reminds me of how she gets darkened when you walk into the corners in the Game Boy Color games, in the labyrinths. Anyway, yeah, we're going to need to use our cannon to make our way upward. And what this labyrinth is basically a gauntlet of challenges that makes use of all of your weapons. And there's going to be a lot of spikes involved, so expect to die a lot. Well, not die to the point that you get a game over, but it's going to be pretty tough going forward. Case in point. One bad move, and you're going to be either plummeting or throwing your face into the spikes. It could get a little frustrating after a while, but, eventually you will get it. It's not too terribly hard. After all, you have 4 attempts per heart. So feel free to screw up as much as you need to in order to get it right. I'm failing a lot more here than I was in practice, but I'm gonna get it, don't worry. Eventually! This setup reminds me of I Wanna Be the Guy. Uh-oh, whoa, oh! Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of trial and error here. Expect to be at this part for a while. I think this first room is actually the hardest in the bunch, to be honest. You can also shoot through the platforms, so that's good to keep in mind. Uh-oh. Okay. And then just hat the rest of the way across. I find that to be easiest. And there we go. Only 7 screw-ups in that room. I felt like I fared pretty well, all things considered. Could have gone a lot worse, you know. Come on, you. And now we have Launcher Challenge. Always go with the path that looks the hardest. Where there's a spike pillar, yeah, that's the direction you need to go. But here's where it gets really tricky. You have to time this in such a way that you're going across as they are transitioning. Right here. Oh, not quite. Wasn't quite quick enough there. The timing there is pretty exacting, so pay close attention to when they're going to shift. Alright, let's get ready. Go! Oh, go! Ah, too late. Go! Ah! Oh! Ah, there we go. This next one's actually comparatively easier. But now look at this one. Where's the timing here? Well, we go straight up. Skipping the level! Yeah! And with that, we've cleared the first room. Hit this little eye switch and a platform will come out, and you can easily get back up here without having to go through all that again. It's basically a shortcut back to town. But now let's continue making our way up, and what happened to the walls? Why am I now standing on an eye? What's going on here? And why is the eye connected to a chain? That's... Yeah, it's only gonna get worse from here. Next challenge makes use of the dash. The thing to remember about the dash is that you're invincible when you're standing on spikes. Use this to get all the way across. But of course, running into the side of spikes will still kill you, so watch out for that. Whoa! Kind of missed my jump there. Yeah, the challenges that they expect of you in this part are quite hard. I mean, just look at the footage here. That should tell you everything. What? Oh! I clipped the edge of the platform there, and that took me out of my dash. Darn it! I'll give it this. It's a unique challenge. I think we can hover. No, we can't. Should have jumped a little higher. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit tricky. Not as bad as that first room, but it's up there. Next up, we have a hat challenge. So, bust out the R button and start hovering across. You'll have to release the R button in order to get to the lower ones. But don't release it so long that you wind up plummeting into the pit. All in all, I don't find this room to be too bad. Hat challenges are actually pretty fun in this game, I think. They do throw in a few spike pillars here and there in order to make it a little trickier, and sometimes they'll be in between platforms. Just be careful of your positioning, and that shouldn't be a problem. Whoa! Ooh. Oh no! No, no, no! Okay, there we go. Yeah, don't forget that you have a cannon once you reach the end. You can use that to launch yourself upward, if you are a little short hovering over there. Continuing our trek upward. Oh, now it's consuming the walls. This is just getting disgusting now. Really hate what you've done with the place, Pirate Master. Anyway, next room. We have a bunch of these breakable blocks, and we have to clear them away in order to clear ourselves a path to move forward. This room can also be quite tricky. Ooh, tight squeeze. This part looks harder than it actually is. But basically just use your hair, cannon, and pistol in order to clear out the blocks in such a way that you can get through. I find it easier to just clear out the top row and then jump and hat across in order to make it. Then just take out these bottom two, and then you can hat across this as well. Now here's where things can get a little tricky. You have to shoot out these blocks while using your cannon to keep yourself in the air. Whew. And there we go. Really, it seems like the rooms are getting a little easier as we go up. I think perhaps maybe they lined up the challenges in the wrong order. And now, similar to that last challenge that we had just across from the mayor's retreat area, you have to use your cannon and hat to make it across all this. Oh, look at that. It's in the shape of a heart. And here's a bunch of enemies. That's it. All over here. That's amusing. And that's the last room of weapon-based challenges that we need to clear, so it's just smooth sailing on to the final boss. We are coming to the end of the adventure, folks. And things are just getting grosser and grosser the further we go up. Look, there's stuff all over the walls, and some of these are forming teeth, and what's all this at the top? Ah, it's disgusting. I can't believe I came up here. I feel unclean. Yeah. Yeah, it gets a little creepy as you make your way up. And there's a chance to save right before the boss if you want to. Now why isn't any of that up here, I wonder? Oh well. Anyway, so generously gives us a full health refill here, and a small heart, and a full health refill, and a small heart, and a full health refill. They really wanted to make sure you were full of health before you come here. And right here, ladies and gentlemen, beyond this walkway is the point of no return, so if you were wanting to go back to town for any reason, now is the time to do it. Do not advance any further until you have done so. But I'm pretty well geared up, so let's do it. On second thought, let's get out of here! No! Point of no return, you have betrayed me! Oh, fine, we'll fight him. You've arrived! The daughter of the Genies! Maybe you noticed, I gave your palace a little makeover. Yeah, I hate what you've done with the place. Now that I'm back in physical form, I grow stronger by the second! He's a monster! Keep your distance! Silence, you! Why did you come, girl? Certainly not to save this traitor! Maybe you wish to fight and fill your mother's shoes! Let Risky go free, or else... Ha ha ha! Or else what? You're going to unleash your half-breed magic on me? Which one was your mother? That fire-spouting hothead? Or maybe the songbird? I don't know. I never knew her because of you! You want to take a swing at the captain, eh? Why not? I could use a warm-up. Show us some of your magic tricks, Genie. Oh, final boss time. The Pirate Master, Scourge of Sequin Land. Right off the bat, activate a bubble, and a super pike ball, and a super monster milk if you'd like. Yeah, we're pretty much going to throw everything at him in order to do as much damage as possible. Now, he has some really annoying attacks. That attack with the several orbs that he shoots at you, that does 2 damage if it hits you, negated by the bubble. It's really hard to dodge that, so that's why I would really recommend using the bubble for this fight. And of course, the Pirate Master himself does a lot of contact damage as well. He also has this targeting attack. Do not stand where the blue lines are forming, otherwise you're going to get zapped. But use your Super Monster Milk and you can make short work of him. But before we go any further into this boss fight, let's go ahead and have a look at the dark ending. This is the ending you get if you come to the final boss without all the dark magic. It's initiated as soon as you're done with Phase 1, which winds up being the only phase of the final boss that you actually do. Is that all you got? For a Genie kid, you sure don't pack much of a punch, do you? What do you know? Ha ha ha! In fact, you'd be nothing without my weapons. I think I'm going to let you keep those. Given some time, they might start to grow on ya. See what I did there? Ha ha! Ho ho ho! My conquest of these lands will be swift, like a raging storm. The time has come to spread my evil like a plague. Ha 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 ha! He sure likes to laugh. Pirate Master! And so he disappears. Risky, are you okay? Get off me, I'm fine. Risky, I'm sorry. I couldn't beat him. He wouldn't go to the other phases. Forget it. You did the best you could. But I failed. Well, you saved my neck. for what it's worth. Not sure I would have done the same for you. I couldn't possibly desert my captain. I refuse to be in your debt for even a second. Give me those weapons. But he said, we had a deal. Hand them over. Okay. And so we give her the weapons. It's true, they're cursed. And with time, their evil will consume me completely. No! But before that happens, I'm going to use them to take down the Pirate Master. For good. We'll see who has the last laugh. So long. Well, that's a bitter way to look at it. Risky. Don't go. It's going to be all right. She'll have to discover her own path. Oh, Uncle. Wrench said you were in danger. We came as quickly as we could. Is everything okay? Where's Risky? She's gone. Come on, let's get you home. And so we're just going to go straight back to Shantae's house. And everything's all better. Or so it would seem. Would you look at that? The bad weather cleared up. Shantae saves the day again. Yeah, and you did it without having your magic. Oh, I guess you're right. Well, I'm off. I got lots of work to do, and I can't wait to get started. That storm did a real number on this place. Good luck fixing the mayor's patio chair. Bolo, the mayor's retreat is the other way. Are you listening to Uncle Bad Advice again? So this Pirate Master fellow was Risky's old boss, huh? Yep. Risky thinks he used my magic to return somehow. Do you believe her? It all could have been a trick to get her weapons and her captain back, you know. Nah. I think she was telling the truth. And that my magic is still out there, just waiting to be found. I just wish I'd have been able to help break her curse, that's all. You'll have your chance. I'm going to fetch Bolo. We'll talk again later. Things are finally starting to get back to normal. Uncle, I'm really sorry for running off with Risky and not telling you. You're a handful, young woman. But you gave Risky Boots a chance that most folks never would. You may never become a genie like your mother, but you're becoming more like her in ways that are far more important. She'll see it herself one day when you finally meet her. Do you really think so? Absolutely. But until that day, we must keep on trying to make a better tomorrow, aka get a better ending. So, yeah, Shantae never gets her magic back. Scuttletown is still under the control of the Ammo Baron, and Risky Boots will be consumed by the evil in her weapons and probably become a force that will be reckoned by all. So, yeah, Shantae made a bad future in Act 3. Unless you did get all the dark magic, in which case the battle continues. Is that all you got? For a genie kid, you sure don't pack much of a punch, do you? Huh. In fact, you'd be nothing without my weapons. Think I'll just take them off your hands. Ha ha ha! And so, like the thief he is, he takes the pistol, the scimitar, the hat, the boots, and the cannon. So I hope you weren't too attached to those weapons. Hey, give those back. Har! What do you say we get this show on the road? I'll show you my true power! And so he becomes a giant. He's pulled a Bowser on us. The Pirate Master! Full-powered Pirate King! And you, without your weapons. Go ahead and activate your items once again. Bubble, Super Pike Ball, and Super Monster Milk. And yeah, you can see he can actually do quite a bit of damage there. Basically what you want to do is watch out for these pirate-themed weapons that he's now firing at you, and wait for a chance to be able to jump up to his head. You can use the Super Pike Ball in order to get a few hits in. Try not to jump into the pistols, that's probably a wise thing to do. But yeah, if you jump up, you can sometimes hit him in the chin with your pike balls. But try and jump up onto these platforms so that you can reach his head and start damaging him. You're only going to get so many opportunities to get some attacks in, so take advantage when you can, and try and watch out for these giant balls. Better than I am. Okay, let's go ahead and use a potion. The scimitars? Yeah, his attacks are very pattern-based, so he's not terribly difficult to deal with, and there went all my stuff. I'll save the monster milk this time. I don't need any more, I don't think. Whenever you're ready, buddy. And thanks to the pike balls, you can actually get past these guys with, well, little issue. We should have him pretty close at this point. That super monster milk sure did a number on him. And yeah, there we go. That's phase 2 down. Yeah, believe it or not, we're still not done. Ha ha ha! Genie girl! Yeek! I hear you've got a whole lot of dark magic in that lamp of yours. Hand it over, or I'll crush this has-been beneath my heel. What's it gonna be? The dark magic or her life?
Risky.
If I hand over the dark magic, you promise not to hurt her? I swear it on my own grave that you were going to destroy. He's a filthy liar. Don't give it to him. So, will he give it to him? Well, either yes or I've got no choice. I've never actually picked I've got no choice, so I'm going to see what she says there. Here, take it. Just let Risky go. I knew you'd see things my way. Yeah, she pretty much just says the same thing no matter what you pick. And she's bolting out of there in a hurry. This was a lot darker when I got it. What is this nonsense? Bah! Light magic! I've no use for this filth! What? Risky was right. The dark magic was really my magic all along. Ha ha ha! You can't trust that coward! She just fled to save her own skin! Risky's no coward. She meant for me to use it somehow. And so now, we can now hit the X button, which was normally our lamp button, and we'll start Genie magicking. Yes, we gain the ability to belly dance again, and Shantae is now half Genie once again. My magic! Impossible! It's back where it belongs. I knew Risky was telling the truth. Grah! Curse that Risky Boots! I will wipe you and every last Genie from existence! And so the fight continues. It's honestly not much different, except now that you're a half Genie, apparently you've become super OP because all of your attacks now do 999 damage. So for this reason, you probably shouldn't bother with the super monster milk or the pike balls anymore. Though it might be a good idea to activate a bubble anyway. For this attack right here. Also worth noting is that you can still do your belly dancing when you press the X button, although it doesn't really do anything. It's just sort of there. Oh yeah, the pistols will now fly around and try and hit you. And there's an auto potion. I was getting ready to use a regular potion, but oh well. So yeah, his attack patterns do change up a little bit. And here's one potential use for the pike ball, I guess. You can still make it up and get past these guys. But once you get to the top, just keep wailing on the Pirate Master's head with your OP hair attack. Now let's watch out for the cannonballs this time. Look, never mind. Well, tried to use the backdash, tried to make it look useful, but it just wasn't going to happen. Follow the scimitars, which are changing in position. And here comes the new pistol attack. This time we'll watch out for the pistols as they come towards us. Uh-oh, there went my bubble. And yeah, you can see those shots do quite a bit of damage, as do the pistols themselves. Yeah, there's a lot of damage you could wind up taking during this fight, so make sure you're bringing plenty of potions. Alright, Pirate Master, you're next. Boy, this guy sure can take a hit. Here come the cannonballs again, and I cannot seem to get around those things. But yeah, not much else to say about this fight. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. I do like how there's a little glowy effect behind Shantae when you run now. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and use a bubble so we can avoid some of these bullets. And here come the pistols again. They seem to like to home in on you, so that's a bit of a problem. We must be getting close. Well, here come the cannonballs again, and once again, I'm not going to dodge them. Maybe I need to just not move or something. There we go. Boy, these pistols. Not really sure how you dodge those. Same with those giant cannonballs. I just don't see a way around that. So, minimalists beware. This could be a really hard fight to try and do without getting hit. Move it, you lubbers! Get that cannon into position! Aye, aye! Ready to fire, Captain! Hold for my order. Steady now. And so Risky in the background is going to be aiming for Shantae, but so you want to line up Shantae so that it will hit the Pirate Master. Hit the Pirate Master in order to hold him in place. And then press the A button to fire a cannonball at him. We'll have to do this a couple of times. Of course, he will still try to engage a few attacks of his own. Do your best to avoid those, and let's go ahead and use another potion. Where's my cannonball? I pressed the A button. Honestly, it might be a good idea to hold the, have a bubble active for this. Yeah, bubbles might be another good thing to have plenty of in stock. You can come down to my level anytime now. Yeah, lining up the Pirate Master so that you can hit him with the cannonball can be a little irritating. That's 2 hits now. Stop moving away, you pest! There we go. Sometimes it helps to have them fire the cannonball ahead of where the head is going to be, and then stun him for that spot. But, as you can see, he does get a lot faster later on. Oops. And after 4 cannonballs, down he goes. Again. Again. Nice of Risky to come back for the finale. You're finished, Pirate Master. You cannot destroy me! Yeah! Only I can destroy myself! Well, that's the end of him. That's the last... what, is there an echo in here? There's just one thing left to do. Like what? The pirate weapons. It's time I took them back. Oh, right. And so Risky is fully geared up once again. But Risky, what about the curse? There's nothing to fear. The curse has been broken. I'm in charge of my own destiny now. I won't let the darkness rule over me any longer. So, you're going to become a good guy? Good gal? Ha ha ha! I didn't say that. Listen carefully, Runt. You walked the walk, and you talked the talk. Heh, you even dressed the part. Ha ha! But in the end, you're no seafaring cutthroat. Far from it. You can't pretend to be something you're not. And neither can I. So long. And so she leaves much more fashionably than before. Risky, I... Don't go. It's going to be all right. She'll have to discover her own path. Oh, Uncle. Wrench said you were in danger. We came as quickly as we could. Is everything okay? Is Risky Boots still here? Please? She's gone. Soul-crushing. I still haven't washed my head since that time she punched me. Yeah, this is referencing what Risky did to Bolo at the end of the first dungeon in the first game. So, yeah, nice that they called back to that. I thought that was kind of cool. You've had a big day. Let's get you home. Thanks, everyone. But there's something I really need to do first. Yeah, unlike in the bad ending, there are a few more scenes that we will see that we wouldn't see otherwise. See, we're half Genie again, so there's the little matter of the ammo baron to contend to. Thank goodness! That awful storm has finally passed! The sky is beautiful and blue again. Hey, girlfriend! You and that pirate lady saved the day. Haha, I guess we did. But I've still got some unfinished business with you, Ammo Baron. Let me guess, you want your job back? Ammo Town could really use a guardian genie like you around. I can certainly vouch for her character, if it would make her happy. No thanks, I've got something else in mind. I'm only a half genie, and I've never granted someone's wish before, but I think I'm ready to give it a try. This one's for you, Mayor. Ooh! Magic retcon powers activate! No! Weeks upon labor! Materials! My precious resources! All gone! The people of Scuttletown are back with you, or through with you, Ammo Baron. Now take a hike, ye scum-sucking scallywag, or I'll clean your gills from ear to ear. She's bewitching and speaking blabber tongue! Let's clear out of here, men! Move it! And good riddance! And take your whole flippin' army with you, too! I can't believe it! My beautiful town has been restored to needs work condition! You'll always have a place here as our guardian! Promise me you'll never ever leave! Aw, Mayor, as long as you don't pull any of that half-genie, half-price nonsense again. And back at the lighthouse, Abner, Poe, Roddy Tops. Gotta hand it to you. You saw something in that pirate gal that the rest of us missed. Just like you did with Lil Sis here. Haha! I just awoke from the most wondrous dream. I was a hero just like you. I saved everyone who was lost and helped them find their way home. I'll tell you all about it tonight. What's tonight? Sleep over at your house. Now that we've moved back to the mainland, I'm going to track down our caravan. Maybe we should open our own coffee wagon. Meantime, Roddy Tops can stick around here, if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. I suppose I'll have to keep a close eye on these two. No one invited you. Time to hit the bricks. Where will you go? Poe and me, we're gonna search for answers. maybe remember who we really are.
Roddy Tops appears to have a head start thanks to you.
You gave us a purpose again, Diao. Thanks for it. Come on, Poe.
See ya, coffee lady.
I have a name. I'll see you all later.
You too, Snapcakes.
Me? Who was she referring to? Heh, Ronnie's brothers seem a lot less scary than they used to be. I should take off too. I've got loads of work to do and I can't wait to get started. The storm did a real number on this place. And yeah, the ending pretty much plays out the same way from here. So this Pirate Master fellow was Risky's old boss, huh? Yep. My magic was the key to awakening that curse and bringing him back. It appears that it was also his undoing. Yeah, well, Risky had him figured out from the start. Always one step ahead. I think she was just lucky. No one's that manipulative. Anyway, you got your magic back, right? Sure did. Half Genie once again. And I'm bursting with brand new ideas for my next dance moves. Wait till you see them in HD. I'm glad to see your spirits up. I'm going to fetch Bolo. We'll talk again later. Things are finally starting to get back to normal. Uncle, I've been meaning to ask you. Why did you have that Tinkerbat in your workshop? Oh, that. Well, I've been conducting some experiments on the properties of magic. This magic is scientific now? I thought that perhaps the polarity of magic could be reversed, much like a magnet. I figured that there might be some way to restore your powers. But it looks like you proved that theory on your own. Thank you for everything, Uncle. And I'm sorry for running off with Risky and not telling you. You're a handful, young woman. But you gave Risky Boots a chance that most folks never would. You may never become a full genie like your mother, but you're becoming more like her in far more important ways. She'll see it herself one day when you finally meet her. You think so, Uncle? I know so. Someday. None of that try for a better tomorrow stuff. But we do have another scene to look at back in the lonely grave. Risky. I thought I'd find you here. Looks like your Tinkerbats are back to normal. They've got a lot of work to do. The Tinker Tub will need serious upgrades before I can launch my next attack. Haha! You're kidding, right? Why are you here? Still trying to convince me to become a goody-goody like you? I was just hoping to ask you something. How did you know the dark magic would change? Oh, that. I didn't know. It was just a hunch. I figured if I gave you the lamp, you'd put it to good use. And when I heard about the dreams, I figured the magic must be yours. But you knew that I wouldn't destroy it. Somehow you knew that it would change. How could it not, with you sailing the seven seas doing good deeds for every hard luck case? I make it a point to know my enemies. I knew the Pirate Master would make a grab for the dark magic. And I knew you'd do the opposite of common sense and hand it over. Well, yeah, to save you! Exactly. Alright, men, snap to it! We're shipping out. That doomsday device won't build itself. Watch your back, runt. You too. Frenemies forever! Oh, one more thing. Your mother. You're just like her. Only shorter. And more annoying. Risky. Smooth sailing. How did I get here? And that is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. That was Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, that long-awaited third game in the series. And it was well worth the wait, let me tell you. As of right now, Shantae Half Genie Hero is not out yet. And right now, I would consider Pirate's Curse to be the strongest game in the series. They just took everything about the first two games that were good and brought all their great ideas together to make this excellent piece. Oh man. Got nothing but good things to say about this. The graphics are nice, it plays perfectly. The new moves are, You got the power kick, you got the backdash. They're just sort of there. I like all the pirate weapons that you get along the way, though. My only disappointment is that you don't really get to wear the pirate outfit unless you're using the pirate gear. I really think that should have been a separate sprite. I mean, if they could do the separate sprite for the temple, where you're dressed in, like, the metal bathing suit, I don't see why they couldn't have done that, too. But, that's just a nitpick. And that's really the only criticism I have about this game would equate to a nitpick. The game is solid. If you like Metroidvania-style games, check out this one. But before you check out this one, play the first two. At the very least, play Risky's Revenge first, because it does tie into the events of this game. So, overall, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Great graphics, great music, great sense of storytelling that builds off nicely from the previous game. There's just nothing but good things to say about this game. It just hits every note right. This basically is everything I like about Shantae brought together. This is the Shantae formula perfected. And yeah, unlike most games, the credits roll is actually pretty short for these WayForward games, at least their original games. See, we're already at the end. And the final picture is the lamp, sitting at the bottom of the sea somewhere. Will we ever see it again? Who knows? Hopefully not anytime soon. But there we go, thanks for playing. Not exactly my fastest time, but we did get everything, which is what we were going for. There are actually some bonus stuff that you can unlock depending on how fast you can get through the game. Yes, there are speedrun bonuses just like in Risky's Revenge, which equates to extra wallpaper. I doubt I unlocked anything on that run. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching the Shantae and the Pirate's Curse playthrough. Be sure to check out our next Shantae playthrough, which will be Shantae Half Genie Hero when that comes out. As of this video, it's due out at the end of September, assuming it doesn't get delayed. I'll be doing my own playthrough of that before I do a recording of it, but that playthrough will come in time. So until then, this is the Red. See you next game.